And so he says, for example, while some viewed the wind, so the wind, as divine and others presented them as under divine or angelic authority, still others viewed them as purely natural phenomena. So the wind blows, is that, some divine God doing it or angelic being doing it? Or is it some type of natural phenomenon? Some viewed it as just a natural phenomenon, right? And so he says the guesses obviously were not all equally correct, but they were authentic attempts at purely and largely naturalistic explanations. So again, his point that he's trying to drive home is that there was some skepticism even back with regard to ancient historians.
So if you have things like Odyssey and, Odysseus angers the god by not giving thanks before he goes, he's blown off course, and that's unnatural to him. So there is a divine wind, but also there is just the normal of wind occurring. And we see that in Acts right before Paul gets stranded on Malta, is they want to make for a certain port because that's the normal course of events. So it's not always, every time a small gust of wind blows, that's God guiding it through the ether of his direct involvement. But there seems to be then a exchange sometimes for when unnatural things. And so there we have to clarify our terms with unnatural. As quote mining, like church fathers always seems to get us in trouble, is if we type into something and grab a quote from Google without reading the full context of the quote from church fathers, sometimes we or our interlocutors can get in trouble that way.